That's it. Okay, so good morning, everyone. Today in Gracefully Moving, we're actually going to work with the hips. And we're going to have, so our last session, we've done one of the heavy load pigeon, let's call it that way. And for my participant live, it was, ooh, our hips came back. And I said, right, okay, so let's make that session about warming up the hips, loosening up the hips, strengthening. When I say strengthening the hip is a joint really, but it has a lot of tendon and ligament. It's a hip is a socket that's into which the head of the femur come and fit, okay? Like almost like a jigsaw puzzle, really. And that's what brings mobility to the legs, okay? But with obviously with age, with depending what you've done in your life, the wear and tear on the hips is quite important. And we lose a lot of mobility over the years with the hips. So we're going to then warm them up and we're going to do that pigeon, but we'll do like one, two, three, hold on, one, two, three version of it. And then before, and we may not even go back to the one we did last week. So equally, if you're doing this session, it would be better to do this session before the one before. I'll write this to you in a comment. Okay, so coming to the floor, going straight onto the floor. So have with you your strap, your block, not sure the block, and have a chair nearby, okay? And then come behind you as if you were sitting on the floor, bend the knee, find, okay, find the floor and come and sit, okay? Or go in every which way you wish. All right, so tapping the legs from the floor, we tap the leg just to bring awareness into the leg. So you can alternate them or together, it doesn't matter. And then that leg has two ends, shall we say. One of them is the feet. So let's move the feet as open and close, crunch them. Okay. And then move them from side to side, doing little circle. Just feeling actually the ankle, making sure you are awakening the attachment, that joint that of the ankle, that join the feet to the leg. Then wipers, swish from side to side with your feet, okay? And then bring the sole of the feet together, and that will have an impact on your knees and straight away on your hips. So you don't have to go nice and wide. You can stay nice and long, just gently here, opening the hip, take your little knee and have baby butterfly movement. So up and down, but very small, very small. It's more of an oscillation than a movement, okay? It's oscillate. Good. And then release and then bring yourself to the floor. So lower back, mid back, oh, upper body. Brilliant. Finding your ground. Placing my knees are bent, my feet are placed onto the mat, and I'm going to give them a chance to feel and sense their surrounding. In the meantime, I'm bringing my awareness from heel to toes, from side to side, feeling connected, feet to the ground. Beautiful. Then we're just going to begin very gently, noticing how you are lying down. I always talk about postural alignment when we are standing up. There is also here postural alignment, okay? So making sure you're not more on one side with one hip, that the pelvis is balanced, toes are pointing forward, kneecaps are about the same level. It's not a leg that's lower than the other, okay? Beautiful. And we're just going to relax the shoulder, allow them to drop to the floor. And feel how dropping the shoulders to the floor as your arms sliding away from your torso. Okay, if you're unsure about it, let's start it again. Go back with your arms by your torso, little fingers resting on the mat. And then the invitation is drop your shoulder blades and your shoulders to the floor. So that means you need to relax and release to do that. And allow the arms to show the landing of your shoulder blades and shoulders on the mat. Yeah. And noticing how relaxed you must be to allow the movement to happen fully. Okay. So that nice release, I'm going to invite you to have it in your pelvic bowl. Nothing is going to move. Just release the tension. Release the tension. Feel it even in the lower belly. You can start there. Releasing the glutes, so the muscle of the buttock. Releasing the bladder. We spend a lot of time with a contracted bladder. Release your bladder. Good. And then in that openness, let's move the first knee. Right knee is going to come up gently and down and up and down, up and down, up. And when it goes down this time, have the legs going all the way flat and coming back. Knees bent, lie down, nice long leg, and slide back up. So gentle movement of the hips here. Opposite side, knee up, foot down. Knee up, foot down. Couple more times. In the meantime, keep vacant, keep relaxed, okay? Next movement, knee up, foot slide down, legs come nice and long, and slide up. 2, 3, and 4. Beautiful. Hands come back, knees together, feet to the ground. We're going to drop from side to side. My knees are not going to the floor, okay? So because we're working with the hip joint, okay, so visualize them. So you pay attention. You can also go and place your fingers, on the place. So if you place your fingers, you're going to see the front of your pelvic halves. You come towards the groin, okay, and where there is a soft spot, and you might start feeling the head of the femur or a bit of an action around there. Okay, that's what we're trying to awaken this morning, nothing else. Good. Next time your knees are on the left side, allow it to go all the way, and pick them up. Down to the opposite side, all the way, and pick them up. Good. Take the sole of your feet together the way we did earlier on. Open butterfly. So that's the supine, so it's the cobbler pose as well. And we're going to go up and down, and up and down, up and down. Big up, big down. With 3 more to do. Big up, big down. And you know to stop your movement when it doesn't feel comfortable anymore. Good. Keeping your legs nice and wide. Go and press the sole of the feet together. Press the feet together quite hard, okay? So here we're just going to have 8 breaths on contracting the pelvic floor, okay? So you breathe in and you contract. And exhale, release. Inhale. So when you contract the pelvic floor, it means allow it to travel inward towards you, towards the belly. We're at 4 here. So once I have contracted the floor, the perineum, I hold it a bit before I release. Keep pressing the feet together for a stronger activation. Beautiful. Release. Take one knee back up and then the other knee. Staff. All right. Take your right knee into your chest. Grab your strap first. Okay, and I'm going to start with the left, sorry, so that you'll see better. Okay, you take your strap under the ball of your feet, okay? My knees is still bent. I'm holding my strap with my left hand, and I'm just going to open that leg, and gently, from being straight in front of me, I go a little bit to the side, and I come back, and more to the side, and I come back, more to the side, and I come back. So you go wherever you can go. In the meantime, the right foot, okay, making sure the big toe is planted into the ground. So your knee, your leg aren't moving. Only the left side is moving. Okay, so this movement has become bigger and bigger. Wherever it feels right for you, hold the strap, don't tighten it too hard, and keep the movement open. So the leg is open to the side, to whatever ability you can have. And hold it, hold it, hold it, and breathe. Brilliant. Then we're going to take that strap with the opposite hand. So it's like almost you're trying to go towards our foot, and that's going to lift our foot towards our head. Again, don't mind where you're going with this. It's an extra activation. Just take it as it comes to you. And then release. Release, release, release it all. Bring it back to center. Once more, we're going to change our hand hold. Right hand on the strap. Flatten your right leg to the mat. And then go across with your left foot. Watch out here. We don't find the lower side of your back on the left side or your hip to lift. I don't want anything to lift. We stay grounded. The movement comes from really the attachment to the pelvis. Good. Hold it. Hold it a little bit more. And same work here. 2 hands on the strap, trying to bring the foot towards your head a little bit. Watch out not to lift that pelvic half. It's not easy. Beautiful. And release. Excellent. Coming back to center. We're going to bend the knee and remove the strap and go into that baby tree. And notice whether that baby tree can be around the inner thigh or does it have to go down to the calves? And it doesn't matter. Okay. And keep that baby tree open. Beautiful. We're going to move the right leg. We're going to bend it. We're going to take our left leg, almost keep the position of the baby tree if you can, and come and rest your ankle on top of the leg. Foot is flexed. Both feet are flexed. And then on the big inhale, I'm just going to come up, okay, with my right foot. Should that be hard for you, okay, you can always take your strap. Sometimes, we can hold little injuries or whatever. and the strap can help you. So release the jaws here. It's something I see a lot, the clenching, no clenching. Take your left hand, put it on the inside of your left knee, and bring your right knee. If you don't have the strap, you bring your right knee towards your right shoulder when the left knee is going out. If you've used the strap like me, you just have to pull on the strap and feel the opposite. As my ankle is going towards me, my knee is walking away from me. It's tiny movement, ladies. And feel the work in the hip joint, but also in the glutes, and possibly all the other attachment. Beautiful. Okay. See if you can give a little bit more. Same movement, that doesn't change. Which is, this movement, by the way, ladies, is what we were doing the other day, so 2 days ago, when we were lying down. And because it's a different pose, it feels different, but recognize this. And release. Beautiful, dropping it all. Keep your scarf beside you. Undo your top legs and come and bring it nice and low. Sliding down the opposite leg. Feeling, sensing the difference between the two of them. Good. Okay, let's put a bit of work on the right side now. So take up both knees up. Okay, and picking up the right leg down for 4, 2, 3, 4. Watch out. Now we're going to slide that leg down and pick it back up. 3 and 4. Beautiful. Okay. Then gently bring it. We're going to do different ways, okay? Bring knees together. But this time you're going to see your right foot is just going to open by itself and close. Open and close. Open, close, open, close. Beautiful. Then you take your strap, bring the knees to chest. Take your strap, and we're going to go and lengthen that leg all the way to the ceiling. So holding with your right hand, okay? And keep that leg nice and long. Release the jaws, release everything else. Stand the heel of your right foot toward the ceiling. Give yourself a chance to really, really open the back of the legs there. All the way to the attachment with the gluteal muscle. Okay, we have little tendons and ligaments here, and a few internal muscle that would love to be stretched out a bit. Then take your opposite hand and bring the foot closer to your head. Just a little bit. Beautiful. And release. Bring the leg back to where it's comfortable for you. And then gently we're going to open it to the side and close it. Open and close. Now, if I may suggest, don't pull with your arm. Don't use your arms to bring yourself back. Okay? Make sure it's the leg. So it's better to have a smaller range of movement, but using only the leg, okay, than having a big range of movement, but jerking on the leg with your arm. Okay? So it is a leg and hip movement. Beautiful. Couple more. And then we're going to hold it. Hold it nice and open, nice and wide. Keep breathing. And then inhale, bring that legs back to the front. Grab it with your left arm this time and go across. Your left leg can flatten, not to be in the way. Now, remember the pelvic half, so the right one this time is not lifting off the floor. Everything stay grounded. Good. And then very gently taking your right hand and try to bring that foot a little bit closer to your head. Ooh, feel that work. Excellent. And gently releasing it all. Dropping everything back to the floor. Okay. Taking your leg, going for a baby tree. And from there, bend the left leg. Drop the left foot onto the mat. Make sure it's well grounded. And then pick up your right leg and drop it on top of your left knee. Okay. You can already place your right hand on the inside of your left foot here. Right foot, sorry. Right knee. Ooh, sorry. And then with your next inhale, pick up your left leg and lift it up. Beautiful. See how that feels. Okay. If you want to use your strap, feel free to use your strap. Okay, it's actually a good practice. And pick up the strap towards you. Place your right hand on the inside of your knee. Gently push first with the right hand as you're pulling, and then you pull on the left hand. So one is pushing, the other is pulling. And feel the work in the hips, in the pelvis, in the lower back, possibly in the legs, seeing what you feel. Good. And gently dropping that leg down, removing the strap, and picking up the legs again. Knee to chest, head comes toward the knee, and give yourself a little roll. You can keep your head to the floor if it's better for you. Okay, we're going to take our legs once more, feet together. Remember that pose. But here we're just going to open and close. Nice. And gently knee to chest once more, falling onto one side and coming up onto your knees. You're going to have your big toes touching one another. And for your big toe to touch one another, your legs needs to be nice and wide. Okay, so we're going to have a little movement here, which is breathing in, hands pressing in front of the heart, and you drop your hand and you walk your hand away. You take your forearms down to the floor and you pick it up. Down and pick it up. If this is not nice, you can stay down and hold that pose. Make sure your buttock is feeling your heel. Don't allow the buttock to lift off. So what's important here is to sit with your on your heel. The rest is only brownie points. Good. And come back. Okay. Inhale And just bending, bending, and coming back. And starting again. Bowing towards the floor. Allow the hands to drop. Walk your hands away from you to wherever it's comfortable. Drop the forearms and pick them up. And drop and pick them up. Beautiful. And come back. Inhale. Side bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Release. Okay. So we're going to go and sit now. Okay, remember we find our sit bone, we pick it up, we lift, and we really ground them. Okay, going to do the same work of playing with the pigeon pose. So drop down that left leg, picking up your knee, hug, close nice and tight your knee. Here, really close to your chest. Take your left hand onto your opposite leg, okay? And this is going to come across. Listen, it's not the knee that's opening and doing the work, it's the hips, the right hip. Yeah, that is it. Top foot is flexed. We're going to bend the opposite knee. Okay? So I take my left hand and I hold my right foot with it. And this can be as low as you need to. Okay, once more, you measure what works for you. We're going to go, if that is possible, into a baby cuddling. Okay, so that's why I was holding my hand onto my right foot. I go and place my hand on the inside of my elbow, wrap up the rest of my arms onto my shin, and here I extend, wrap it up, drop the leg, and then I just shift the way you rock a little one. Rock, 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 rock. Okay, and coming back. If that's not possible, it's okay. You can stay here, hold, and see if you can rock a bit. Good. And then drop it and release. Both legs go slide down. Shake it, shake it, shake it. And then come back. Okay. This time, left knee. Left knee is getting the hug treatment. Okay. And then my right hand onto my left foot. I still hold my knee. So it is my hip that shifts. And then I pick up my opposite leg. Good. Flex foot. Going to stay there. So watch out when there is a tendency to, we all do it. We all, myself first, I should say, oh, I need to bring that right knee closer to me. But very often, it's not this that's happening, it's this is happening. Okay? No good. Oh, you don't want any flexion. You've lost your alignment. Okay? So you're distorted. So don't allow the mind to push. Okay? The body, the alignment is there. Okay, remember 2 days ago we were talking about those channels that we have in the body. You maintain the alignment and you work with your alignment. Beautiful. And release it all. We've been there for long enough. And tap. Okay. And come up in whatever pose you can, whatever way. I'm going to go quickly because I'm running out of time, but take my chair. I'm going to invite you to take your chair. All right. And I think I'm better off sitting like this. Okay, I'm just looking, making sure everybody's ready. So I'm sitting on the very edge of my chair with only my seat bone. And I'm really on the edge, but watch out not to tip over, okay? So be careful, be aware of actually your balance. The body weight on the chair is really important because it can have you toppling over. So stay nicely and well anchored within the body, okay? Finding the balance, center of gravity, and those two columns. Okay, we're going to pick up the right knee the way we did on the floor. Take my left hand underneath my right foot. Not the knee moving, the hips. Beautiful. I can press gently, okay? The only thing we're not going to do, we're not going to lift the left foot. We could, but we won't. Okay? So we're back here in that organization. We're in a seated pigeon. And dropping it. Opposite side. I hug. I take my foot to guide it. I keep my knee nice and close, tidy, and I drop. Just keep breathing, relaxing. Okay. And to get out of the pose, which I should have said earlier on, you take your knee back again, you closed it, and you put it back. Before we going to go up to do a pigeon standing, we're going to take the left leg to the middle of the mat. So here I am, hip width apart. Take the left leg to center. Pick up your right knee and go across. So we're going to go into the cow's Gomukhasana. Okay. So here is the complete opposite. We've been focusing on widening and opening those hips out. Okay, and because we've done all that work, we're going to counteract it with just, bring everything back in now. Feel it? Yep. Okay, take your left arm up, right arm down, bend both elbows. So fingers of the left hand goes down, fingers of the right hand goes up. If they meet and touch, fabulous. If they don't worry about it. And stay in that pose and breathe. Again, if you're trying to reach both hands together, that's okay, but don't fall. Okay, alignment first. So find the opening underneath the armpits on the left side and in really opening the shoulder to the right side. Beautiful. And release. Arms first. And then you can help your leg picking it up and dropping. Oh, beautiful. Taking the right foot inside. Picking up the left knee all the way up. Crossing the legs. Wrapping your foot if that's possible. Okay. Find the alignment. Opposite side. Right arm goes up. Left arm stay down. Both elbows bend. Fingers meet or not, but they're coming towards one another. And stay there. Good. Release the jaws if you're trying to have the fingers meeting. It's no, it's just look in front of you. Beautiful smile. And just hold the pose. And feel here. Feel, go back to the body. See what is reorganizing. Is there a little pull somewhere? How is it pulling? And sometimes pull doesn't mean something pleasant. It just means something is activating, moving, working. It doesn't have to be unpleasant. There's a difference between um, feeling a pull, let's say, and a strain. Okay, we walk away from the strain. We can stay in a gentle pull. All right, letting go of the arms, releasing, uncrossing, beautiful, and coming back. So on the ball of my feet, and I'm just going to allow my legs to jiggle, 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 jiggle. Good. And I'm going to stand up from the chair. You remember, you can use your hands, sending you forward and then to a stand. Good. And then we're going to finish with our peak pose. And then we would have done any all sort of pigeon. Okay. So I hope the hips are okay. We're going to just side to side to side. So the other day it was with the waist. Today it's with the hips. Okay. So I'm even trying to keep my waist steady enough. Okay, we're going to tilt the pelvis anteriorly and posteriorly, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, forward, back, side, 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 across, 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 across. We're moving the whole pelvic ball here. So the across happened because here, when I'm in the front, my body weight is on my left leg. In the back, my body weight is on the right leg. Coming back to center, across the other side. Good. And come back. Oh, jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Release, release, release. Release. Good stuff. And let's go for that beautiful peak pose. You need, for balance, a chair if you want, or you can be close to the wall. You can hold the wall, okay? We're going to go into the chair pose. Inhaling, and I come up. My arms don't matter here. I don't need to bring them higher, okay? I just want to have that seated pose here, okay? Not here, okay? Once more, the spine is not being challenged to move, just holding itself. Okay, we can take the right leg and pick it up. You know what? Step out. Sorry about that. It might be a harder way to do it. Sorry, apologies. Standing up, okay, and picking up the right knee. Okay, then picking up the ankles, dropping that leg. Oops, I'm not sure it's the best. And then bending the opposite leg. That's it. Well, it should be it. It's not for me. All right, and here. Okay, if that's too much, please do not do it. You could go back to the version on the chair. Okay, and hold, and hold, and hold. And you see, I started here, and then I take my time to come back and be in my alignment. Beautiful. We're going to press the left foot into the ground and come back and leave it. Okay. Same side, same work on the opposite side. Ground that leg first. Picking up your left knee. Picking up your left ankle, coming across towards your hip bone. And then gently flex the foot. The left foot is getting flexed. And you come up. That is it. Into a standing pigeon. So we did pigeon on the back, on our back. We did pigeon seated. Or, you know, what do couple more. We did a couple of them anyway. And then this one. Good. And inhale. And exhale. And release. Allow the whole leg to just wash away all the work. Give it to the mother. In your lower back, you can even actually do the movement with me and the breath work, which is inhale through the nose. I'm exhaling through the mouth. And we're going to finish with cut the wood. It's going to be inhale. Four more. One more. And release. Taking your time going into the quiet space, writing space, or keep giving movement to your body if you feel you have not finished with this practice. I'm turning off the recording.